Techcelerate. Sorry, we are a couple of minutes behind today. Partially my fault, 5 minutes behind. Today we're going to talk a bit about seed to growth funding. We've all been waiting for this big, massive fund. It's finally here. So I know nothing about it, and of course, hopefully by the end of today we'll find a bit more about it. So today's event is sponsored by or supported by the Difference Engine, the Northeast. They're sucking up all the children from the Northwest, and also Howard Clark Whitehill, our accountancy friends, who's doing a great job helping some of our startups. Right, the program, I'll talk a bit as usual, then I'll hand over to Jonathan, who's going to talk about Difference Engine. It's quite an exciting program, but he's not just going to talk about the program, but he's actually brought some companies that went through that program. So they're going to share their experience. I think that's the best credentials he can show. Talk to the people who's gone through the program, knows what works, what doesn't work. Then we've got Andy Leach, who's going to talk about the 185 million Northwest funds. One thing that's not quite sure is that there's also going to be some private sector funding going into that, whether it's 400 million or more. So it's a massive pot of money. We'll take a short break, come back and talk to some of those fund managers. Have we got Julian here?
No, he's on his way.
Right. If not, we've got a ready-made replacement there. This is a brilliant guy. He can do presentations like that. I won't name him. Then we got Paul Gower following up. After that, I think you all came here to listen to Michael Taylor, the man. Where's he? From Marble. There you go. So Michael going to do some sort of quick discussions with the panelists. So that's the program for today. So I've got a few more minutes to talk. Talk a bit about Techcelerate. I'm sorry to put KPMG there, Steve, but you were a KPMG before. So Techcelerate was founded in 2006. And 2006, we didn't have a forum in the Northwest to, for those crazy people who set up technology businesses, get together, share their knowledge, and hopefully, some of them will strike lucky. But at least you have a few friends to have a beer and talk about it. Now today, the community is about just over 1,700, and it's growing. We took out the manual filtration mechanism, so hopefully the numbers will rise quickly. What we are trying to do this year, this is our 4th year, is actually really look at companies, not just as an individual. In the past, we looked at working with, the guy who set up the business. But that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's a company, and some of those guys who set up, disappears during the lifestyle of a company. So it's actually looking at a company level. And the 3 areas is always, it remains the same. It's about access to finance. We don't deal with venture capital or business angel funding. We actually make it. We provide the forum for you to meet each other, and it's up to you to close that deal. If you want a little bit of help, we can help, but we don't get hands dirty stuff. Access to markets, this works in 2 ways. One is that our strength is in the Northwest. If it's a southern company or US company, they want to have a bit more market penetration, we can help. So on 6th July, we got a guy coming from tech CEO coming from US. He's looking to establish partnerships in the region, so we are accommodating him, his needs. And then third area is also market is about not just about the getting to the customer. It could be about channels. For example, we have a great relationship with Salesforce.com. They have got a customer base of 60,000, so we can help you get into that market if that's what you're after. Third one is around knowledge. Knowledge could be, we've got people like Steve Burton coming and sharing their knowledge, as well as venture capitalists coming as, basically sharing knowledge. Hi, Ashwin. But also technology subjects such as cloud computing, etc. So we want to know what you want to hear, so we can set up events. We're not really heavy tech. We don't have events around Unix or whatever. There's nothing to stop us having events on open social. simple reason EDOC has built in a widget, so we love to do some promotion there. So the community is from startup, the guy with an idea, no product whatsoever, all the way up to a $1 billion company, or if you go further up, you've got Microsoft and others. So what we're trying to do is to build that up. We don't have a lot of companies in the middle, so we need to reach out and bring them into this community. I think Jon might talk about this a bit more in detail, but what's also happening is quite interesting at the bottom end of the market, what I call ecosystems. I think it's probably all started from San Francisco, from Silicon Valley with the Y Combinator, followed up by Seed Camp in London, and then we had Techstars, and then Jon set up Difference Engine. Now, Difference Engine is obviously Northeast. Birmingham, I understand that they're thinking about something similar. We have a guy in Leeds trying to do it privately called Venture Point. And the Northwest, still, there's a big question mark. And of course, we are here, but we're not Difference Engine, we're not Seed Camp. We are a facilitator. Somebody said before, a token shop. So therefore, I don't need to take any responsibility for delivery. Some events coming up. We already had 10 events this year. It's mind-boggling, how we got through 10. Some of them are large like this, and others are very tiny. One event was 3 people physically, another person through Skype, 3 guys from the US via telepresence. So we got an event on 6th July. Probably we talk about bootstrapping, how to grab that market share from large companies, especially from Salesforce.com. 14th July we talking about games. I've got an obligation to run an event on security with Digital Communications Knowledge Transfer Network. We'll have a barbecue in August, September. We'll do something, couple of events probably. We had a lot of requests about the tech mission that took place last week or the week before. So we might have another event later this year. Understand there's a venue waiting for us to be used. So I'm not a person to say no. So that's as far as I'm going to talk today. We've got 2 minutes extra, so let's hand over to Jon. You will be time out, mate.
Oh, no.
I know you like to speak a lot.
I've changed that. And thank you for having me.